A view from above. Welcome. This meditation or visualization is all about recognizing the interconnectedness of the world and ourselves. It's seeing ourselves not just as an individual within the grand scheme of things, but as an individual that's connected. It's drawn from the philosophies of Stoicism. And within it, you'll find as you go through the process, as you begin to move through the visualization, you'll begin to see yourself in new ways. Your perspectives should shift if you allow them to. So, let's take a moment now to settle ourselves into a comfortable position, making sure we have time, and you need about 20 minutes, where you're not going to be disturbed. Take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and hold. Exhale through your mouth and allow any tension in your muscles, anywhere in your body, to just release and dissipate into the universe. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And out, exhaling any tension, any negativity, just making yourself really comfortable and lean into that sense of relaxation. Begin to notice the rhythm and the pattern of your breath. Just do nothing for a while, just be content to contemplate your breathing and to continue breathing more deeply, more relaxed, much deeper. Now begin by paying attention to the whole of your body as one, from the very top of your head all the way down into your fingers and down again into your toes. Be aware of your body as one, of every nerve, every muscle, and every fibre and cell. Don't try to change anything, but don't stop anything from changing. Occasionally things change just by being observed. Be content right now to notice whatever it is you notice and to feel whatever you might be feeling. Become a passive and detached observer. As you continue to relax, turn your attention deeper within and become more aware of your body. Really get a sense of your physical being until you can almost imagine how you look right now. Begin to picture yourself as if you're seeing from the outside. Imagine that you're taking a step back and looking at yourself. It doesn't really matter how vividly you picture yourself, it's the intention, the idea that matters. Use your imagination to review your posture, to look at your facial expressions, to observe the colour and the style of your clothing. Just keep looking at that image of yourself resting there peacefully and relaxed. And now imagine that your own feet are beginning to gently leave the ground. You're beginning to float serenely upwards. Slowly and continuously, rising upwards. All the while, your gaze keeps returning to your body that you now see seated there below you as you rise above it. Keep looking toward your body as you float higher and higher. Notice the roof and the ceiling as they disappear, giving way to allow you to float freely upwards. And gazing down, you see yourself seated comfortably and relaxed in the building below. You look contented and contemplative, and you can see all the rooms and any other people around. As you continue to float gently higher and higher, your perspective widens, and more you begin to see the whole of the surrounding area. You see all the buildings nearby from above. You see people in the buildings, people in the streets and the roads, and you observe people far below, working or walking along the pavement, cycling or driving cars, and even those travelling on buses and trains. And gradually you begin to contemplate the whole network of human lives and how people everywhere are interacting with each other, influencing each other, encountering each other in so many different ways. Floating higher, people become as small as ants below. You're rising up into the clouds, and you can now see the whole of the surrounding region beneath you. You see both towns and countryside. And gradually the coastline comes into view as your perspective becomes more and more expansive. You float gently up above the clouds, above the weather, up through the atmosphere of planet Earth, so high that you eventually rise beyond the sphere of the planet itself and into outer space. You look back toward planet Earth and see it suspended in space before you, silently turning, resplendent in all its majesty and beauty. You see the whole of your home planet, the blue of the great oceans, the brown and the green of the continental land masses. You see the white of the polar ice caps, north and south, and you can see the grey wisps of cloud that pass silently across the surface of the earth. Though you can no longer see yourself from so far above, you know and feel that you're down there on earth below, and that your life is important, and what you make of your life is important. Your change in perspective will change your view of things, will change your values and your priorities. Looking down, you contemplate all the countless living beings upon the earth. The population of the planet is now something over 8 billion people. And yet you realize that your life is one among many, one person among that total population of the earth. And you think of the rich diversity of human life on earth, the many languages spoken by so many people, the different races, the different countries, people of all different ages, newborn infants, elderly people, people in the prime of life. You think of the enormous variety of human experiences. Some people right now are unhappy, some people are happy, and you realize how richly varied the tapestry of human life before you seems. And as you gaze upon the planet Earth, you're also aware of its position within the rest of the universe. Just a tiny speck of stardust, adrift in the immeasurable vastness of cosmic space. This world of ours is merely a single planet, a tiny grain of sand by comparison with the endless tracts of cosmic space. A tiny rock in space, revolving around our sun. The sun itself just one of countless billions of stars which punctuate the velvet blackness of our galaxy. You stop and think about the present moment on Earth and begin to see it within the broader context of your life as a whole. You think of your lifespan as a whole in its totality. You think of your own life as one moment in the enormous lifespan of humankind. Hundreds of generations have lived and passed before you. Many more will live and pass in the future, long after you yourself have gone. Civilizations too have lifespans. There are many great cities that have risen and passed throughout the ages. Perhaps in the future these will be followed by new cities, new people, new languages, cultures, and ways of life. Thinking of the lifespan of humanity itself, just one of countless billions of species living on the planet. Humankind arose as a race roughly 2,000 years ago. Animal life itself first appeared on Earth over 4 billion years ago. So contemplate time as follows. Realize that if the history of life on Earth filled an encyclopedia of 1,000 pages, the life of the entire human race could be represented by just one single sentence somewhere in that book. One single sentence. And yet you think of the lifespan of the planet itself, countless billions of years old, formed from the debris of an exploding star, unimaginably. Formed from the debris of an exploding star, unimaginably long, long ago. You think of the great lifespan of the universe itself, the almost incomprehensible vastness of universal time, starting with that enormous cosmic explosion. And perhaps one day this whole universe will transform again. Who can imagine what might follow? Contemplating the vast lifespan of the universe, remember that the present moment is but the briefest of instants. It's a mere blink of an eye, the turn of a screw, a fleeting second in the mighty river of cosmic time. Yet the here and now is important, standing as the center point of all human experience. Here and now, you find yourself at the center of living time. Though your body may be small in the grand scheme of things, Your imagination, the human imagination, is as big as the universe, bigger than the universe, enveloping everything that can be conceived. From the cosmic point of view, your body seems small, but your imagination seems utterly vast. You contemplate all things, past, present, future. You see your life within the bigger picture. You see yourself as an integral part of something much bigger. Something truly vast, the all itself. Just as the cells of your own body work together to form a greater unity, a living being, so your body as a whole is like a single cell in the organism of the unfolding of the universe. Along with every atom in the universe, you necessarily contribute your role to the unfolding of this grand design. Just as a wave rises up from the ocean, so you emerge from the universe. The earth is composed of stardust, and so yourself too, as the stardust of the universe. But a stardust that can look out and be conscious of the rest of the universe. Almost as if the universe has grown specific ears, specific eyes, to be able to look out and experience itself. And as you relax into the peacefulness of just being, simply contemplating, you begin to sense and see that you are a part of everything. You're not isolated, you're connected. A part of and connected up to the whole cosmos. You realize you didn't come into this world, you emerged out of it like that wave from the ocean. And you're not a stranger here, you're connected to everything. And so you relax about everything and you trust your true nature, which is nature herself. As your consciousness expands and your mind stretches out to reach and touch the vastness of eternity, things change greatly in perspective. Shifts occur in their relative importance. Trivial things seem trivial. Indifferent things now seem indifferent. The significance of your own attitude toward life becomes more apparent. You realize that life is what you make of it. You learn to put things in perspective and focus on your true values and priorities in life. One stage at a time, you develop the serenity to accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You follow nature, your own true nature, as a rational, truth-seeking human being, and the one great nature of the universe as a whole. Now in a moment, you're beginning to sink back to earth, towards your place in the here and now. Part of you can remain and will remain aware of this view from above, and you will always be able to return to this awareness and remember that sense of serenity, perspective, and connectedness. And now you're beginning your descent back to earth, to face the future with renewed strength and confidence. You sink back through the sky, down, 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 toward the local area, down, into the building, down, down, and you sink back gently into your body, all the way now as your feet slowly come to rest again. Now just think about the room around you. Think about action, movement. Think about looking around and getting your orientation back again. Maybe raising your head just a little. Notice as you begin to breathe a little bit more deeply, with a little bit more energy, and let your body feel more alive and ready for action. Breathe energy and vitality into your body. Breathe a little deeper and deeper again, until you're ready to take a deep breath, open your eyes and emerge from your meditation and visualization. And when you're ready, re-enter the here and now with a deep sense of calm, serenity and confidence.